Emily, Senior, a probably fairly frustrating afternoon for yourself and your side.
Yeah, really frustrated. I don't think any of us can hide away from the frustration. Look, Barnsley did what they did well, in terms of like, they just showed a little bit more heart in like 1v1 battles, aerial duels. I don't think the ball was ever on deck, so we didn't get to do what we like to do. But I've just said to the players, like, when the game gets like that, you've got to find a better way to make it work for you, and you've got to find that willingness in you to want to win and battle for all of the first and second balls that are lofted. We didn't want to do that today. We didn't show the heart that I've seen in the Borough game, in the Fylde game, in the last few weeks worth of training. I've not seen that heart. And what's most frustrating is that I felt like we'd got ourselves to a really good point where we could start making these performances a little bit more consistent, and we're just yo-yoing at the moment. We can't yo-yo. You can't yo-yo at this level. You have to show consistency, and today there was none of that. There was no consistency. First half, we probably created the better opportunities, didn't put anything away. Second half, really dreadful by us, really dreadful to our own standards. Again, the game got brought into what wasn't nice football. It was, a lot of aerial balls, a lot of battles in the air, and if you're not willing to step up to that and show a real fighting attitude, then teams like Barnsley are gonna take something from it. So, yeah, really frustrating day at the office. We've really got to look at this. Just said in the changing room, we needed more leaders across the pitch today. They've recognised that themselves. So hopefully a lot of people going away and having a look at themselves today.
I was going to say the first half in particular, you were on the front foot for large majorities. I mean, Jess Holders hit the post. You've had a couple of great chances. You're probably scratching your head thinking how you've gone in against the wind, playing some of the in possession stuff that you did. You've gone in behind.
Yeah. I'll be honest. Like, if even the first half, like, nowhere near our level. Like, but we were probably the better side if you're talking on chances. But they've come in 1-0 up. Like, they've taken a shot from the edge of the 18-yard box. No one's run out to it, and that's what's decided the first half. But yeah, we were nowhere near our best. Nowhere near sharp enough. Nowhere near hearty enough. Like, we just didn't want it. We didn't want it as much as Barnsley did. That's how it felt. That's how it looked to me. I've got a lot to go and look at in terms of like tactical performance, because I don't really know if we were trying to execute the right things, or if the way that the game was being played from the opposition just didn't allow us to do that. So there's a lot that I need to look at there. But I'm most disappointed with the willingness, the effort, the reaction to first and second balls. Like, that's killed us today.
In second half, you just couldn't quite get going, could you, really, after the half-time break?
No, second half was really poor, which is really disappointing. We had the wind with us that side, which I thought would make the way that we build a little bit easier. But again, like, really, when was the ball on deck? And we have to, when a game gets like that, you've got to be the team that wants to make that happen. Conditions, of course, don't help. Like, wind was crazy. It was blowing a gale, but you've got to be able to recognise that as well and go, it's not going to work for us this way, and we've got to find a new way to go about it. And sometimes that is just being good in your individual battles and fighting for it, and there wasn't that fight today.
You brought Charlie Blythe for half-time. Was that purely tactical, or has she got a knock?
No, yeah, I mean, she is struggling a little bit with a calf strain, but something that we're managing at the minute. But no, we wanted to be quite ballsy in that second half, so we know what Grace can bring to the game. Really, she's probably looking at it and going, Emily, I want to be in this starting 11, and rightly so to be looking at it like that. She had a bit of time out. She's been away on some other duties this week, so that was the decision that she didn't start. But she's an outstanding player. I think she didn't get to show what she was about today, and that's it. We didn't play the way that we should be playing, so we've missed a lot of the talented players in what we usually like to do. Obviously, we've really felt a hit today as well. We felt the hit from losing out on two really key players for us due to injury as well, which has made an impact, but not an excuse. Like, we've got players here at this club that can step up. They're younger, they're still learning their trade, but they absolutely can step up. And you know, I thought Ruby Shaw did outstanding today. She really wanted to retain the ball for us. She wanted to get ball on deck and help us do the things that we like to do. Just didn't really come off for us. But look, we've missed some big leaders today. That's what we've missed more than anything.
What's the plan going forward then to try and plug a gap essentially of what Kanisha and Faye, maybe even Charlie Blythe with that calf strain may leave? Are you going to look to try and bring some bodies in ahead of what's going to be a really busy run-in, or do you think the squad that you've got in that dressing room are capable of getting you over the line?
Well, first and foremost, I absolutely think that the squad that we've got in the dressing room are capable to do what we need them to do. They haven't shown it today, and that's the hard word that we've just had with them. They haven't shown it. So I've got a lot of belief in the players that we've got here at this club, particularly the young players that are coming through. But we'll look at it, we'll look at what needs to be there. Our skipper's just made a really good point in the changing room that, you know, a lot of it, that fire in your belly has come down from maybe having more leaders around the pitch. And, you know, that's what we lose with key figures like Kanisha. She really is a big personality. Faye as well pulls the group together. So when you lose players like that, of course, it's going to make an impact on the way that the group connect with one another. So it's that side of it, but then that's asking your other leaders in the team to step up, and we've probably just not. We haven't seen that today. They would admit that themselves, that we haven't seen that today. We haven't seen enough fight. And we've asked that they really look at that and go, what is it that's going to motivate you as an individual to really crack on in the coming weeks? Because we have a really big few weeks coming up now, a really vital few weeks coming towards the back end of the season. And we need that fire in our belly, the same fire in the belly that I've seen at Borough, the same fire in the belly that we've seen at Fylde. I need to see that now from every single individual, 1 to 16. So I'm sure we're going to see that reaction in the coming weeks.
Yeah, just finally, obviously, a week off next week, so you've obviously got, 2, maybe 3 training sessions with the girls without a game. I don't know whether that's a positive for you, because you'd probably want to put this game to bed fairly quickly, but again, it's an opportunity for you to get on the training pitch ahead of Durham Cestria in 2 weeks' time. No, we're going to have we'll have a training game on the Sunday, so there'll be 3 opportunities for us to touch base as a collective. We were umming and ahhing as to whether or not that was going to be some time to kind of recover. We know after that performance, and the girls are, I'm sure, are in agreement right now. We need more time on the grass to make sure that things are in a much better place going into that Durham game, which we know is going to be a really tough game. It's going to be another tough one for us, but we've really got to make something of it.